So in this video we will discuss how to map in K-map. In the last video class we have discussed about how to draw K-map, and anyway here as a quick revision. So what is a K-map? It's a graphical display of fundamental products in a truth table. Is it? Okay, so just recollect how we drew 2 variable K-map, 3 variable function K-map and 4 variable function K-map in the last class. So here as a revision, just we are starting with the 2 variable function. Example, the variable where function we can represent as f of x comma y, that is a variable function. From this function itself we can identify only 2 variables are there, x and y. If it is 2 variable means we know the formula 2 power n values we need, isn't it? That is the squares or the cells in that K-map. K-map means it is a graphical display of fundamental products in a truth table, and it is a rectangle made up of certain number of squares, each square representing a max term or a min term. Max term means that you know what is max term. It is a sum of all the literals, and min term means product of all the literals. It depends on SOP or POS. So K-map means it is a rectangle made up of certain number of squares, or you can consider each as a cells, and each cell or each square representing a max term or min term. So here 2 variables, in the sense 2 variables means we will get 4 squares or 4 cells like this. Each cell 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cells will be there, and one variable is representing by vertical axis like this, x axis. Another y is representing in the horizontal way. Sorry, one is representing in that vertical axis. So we can write this one. Yes, one is representing like x is representing like vertical, y is representing like horizontal way. Can draw like this to understand. So x has 2 values, 0 and 1, that we know. Y also has 0 and 1. So here there are 4 cells, and we should represent this 0, 1, 0, 1. That is x having 2 values. While we are writing or drawing the truth table, x and y. X having how many values? 2 values, x having 0 and 1, and y is also having 0 and 1, like this. So 0, 1, y is also 0, 1. And this, when 0, 0, 0, 0 means what is the value? Okay, just write this actual truth values here. This is x, so 2 variables are there. 2 variables means we will get 4 values, 2 zeros and 2 1 in the first column. The second half of it that you know, so 0, 1, 0, 1. And I hope everyone knows the decimal values also, is it? Yes, decimal value. So how we can write the decimal value? 0, 0 means 0. 0, 1 means 1. 1, 0 means 2. 1, 1 means 3. This is the decimal values. So as per the decimal values, we are writing in that particular cell's right side, right corner, right bottom. Okay. So how to write 0, 0? You can consider this x is 0, y is 0. So in this 0, 0, we have to write the decimal value. Decimal is the designation number. So 0 we have written here. Next is 0 and 1. X is 0, y is 1. This value we have to write 1. Next one, x is 1, y is 0. X is 1, y is 0. What is the decimal value? Yes, 2. So here we have written 2 here. Okay. Like next last one, 1 and 1. That is 3. So as per this only we are writing the decimal values. So these are the representation of the binary numbers. These are the binary number representation, and these inside the cells in the right corner we have written each values as the decimal, corresponding decimal values. Okay. The next one, I hope everyone understood this 2 variable. Next one, 3 variable K-map. How to draw three variable K-map. Three variable X, Y, Z. We are considering X, Y, Z. So one variable, like there also we have done, and this line is not a separator line. This line is not a separator line. We can consider one variable as the, which one? One variable is considered as a vertical one, and two variable we are considering the horizontal way. Okay, so X has only one variable, so two values, 0 and 1. But YZ means two values, so two variables are there. We will get four values, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. And for the truth table of three variables, how you have written that truth table of three values? Yeah, you know, three variables means 2 cube, that is the 8 rows we need to get. First 4 0, next remaining 4 ones. The second one, half of the first zeros, so 2 zeros and 2 ones, remaining 2 zeros and 2 ones, like this. And the third value is of half of the second one, second column. So 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 is the form. Next, the corresponding decimal value. These are the binary numbers. So corresponding decimal value. All the three zeros means the decimal value is 0. 0 0 1 is 1. 0 1 0 means 2. 0 1 1 3. 1 0 0 4. 1 0 1 5. 1 1 0 6. 1 1 1 is 7. So 3 variable means we will get 8 values, 8 rows. So it starts from 0 to 7. That's why here 0 to 7 values. That is the 8 rows. Okay. Okay, and these decimal values are designated in the each cell's right side. Is the right side corner we are designating these decimal values as per the binary values. As per the binary value we have to write it. So 0, 0, 0, and one more thing. Here in the truth table we have written like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Is it? But in the case of K-map, we have written 0, 0, next 0, 1, next 1, 1. Here in the truth table after 1, 0, 1, we have written 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. Isn't? But here after 0, 1, we have written 1, 1. So that is the one difference. You should be very alert when you are writing and drawing the K-map. Don't get confused. Here in truth table, we will write 0, 1, 0. After that, it is coming 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0 like this. But in the case of K-map, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So in 3 variable K-map, here in the K-map, we have written 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. That is the binary numbers at the top of K-map. We have written some binary numbers at the top of K-map. These binary numbers don't follow binary progression. They differ by only one place when moving from left to right. Then you can easily identify what is the difference. Yeah, it is changing by these don't follow binary progression. Instead, they differ by only one place when moving from left to right. Here you can see 0 is changing to 1. Is it? Yeah, one place it is changing. The next 0 is moving to changing to 1 like this. Next, this 1 is changing into 0. Okay, so this is the progression, but it is not following binary progression. Instead, they differ by only one place from when moving from left to right. And this 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0, 1, then 1, 1, 1, 0. These are the binary numbers, and this binary code is called gray code. This binary code is called gray code. G-R-A-Y. Gray code. Okay. So these binary numbers are known as gray code. And 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. It is done so that only one variable changes from complemented to uncomplemented form, or vice versa. Or if you are considering any letters or variables, just consider two components A and B. So how we can draw this one? A, B, complement and uncomplement. So these two are complement, A dash and B dash, both are complement. Next, in the next step, what it happens? Only one place is changing. So A dash will be there, B complement to uncomplemented form. Next one is, after this, what will happen? A, B dash, is it? Or okay, A, B. Here A is changing into A dash is changing into A. The next one is B is changing into B dash, like this. Okay. In the case of variable, how it is changing from complement to complement, an example this one. And actually this 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, this binary code is known as gray code. And gray code, what is gray code? Gray code is the binary code in which each successive numbers differs only in one place. Here only one place it is changing, so this is known as gray code. So gray code is the binary code in which each successive number differs only in one place. And we are that's why box numbering schemes follows above orderly. And this K-map K-map box numbering scheme 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 based on the gray code. Clear? Next is the 4 variable K-map, that is 4 variable function. So 4 variable K-map f of a, b, c, d. So we can draw a K-map like a, b, 2 variables in the vertical and the remaining 2 c, d in the horizontal way. And 2 variable means we can write 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. You see here also in the horizontal way 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So you can easily remember the numbering. How to, that is a numbering, or we can tell that is a subscript. Is it subscript how to write here? So you can easily remember like 0, 0, 1, 2, next one 3, here 4, this is a 4, 5, you have to write in the bottom corner, okay, 5. Then 6 will be here, 7, 6, 7. Next one 8, then 9, here it is 9, 10, this is 10, then here it is 11, 12, 13, this is 13, 14 here, 14, next one is 15. So this is the way we have to number, or we have to write the subscript in each squares. Actually this designation number or the subscript is the corresponding decimal numbers of the respective binary number. Here 0 0 and 0 0. So the binary decimal is 0, and next 0 0 and 0 1, that means 1. Like 0 0 and 1 1, that means 3. Like this, all binary corresponding decimal values we are writing for the particular binary values. Okay, this is for variable K-map, and this is how we draw the K-map. So now you know how to draw a K-map for 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable function. Next, how to map a K-map. So here I have taken an example, f equal to x dash y. So this is the expression has given, and how to map in K-map. So first of all, what we have to do is, we have to identify the given expression is minterms or maxterm, or definitely as SOP or POS. So in SOP and POS, you know, each having a particular terms, minterms or maxterm. So first of all, you can identify minterm or maxterm. Is it a minterm or a maxterm? If it is minterm, then variable with a value 0, if a variable having a value 0 means we have to take the complement. Else we have to use the same. And in the case of maxterm, variable with a value means, if a variable having a value is 1 means we have to take its complement, is it? Yes, that 2 points we have learned while we have discussed about the minterms and maxterm or SOP and POS. In the above example, easily we can identify that is x dash y. X dash y means it is the product of 2 literals. X and y are the literals, and it is the product of 2 literals x dash into y, that is known as x dash y. So product of literals means, that is minterm. So what is minterms? What are minterms? Minterms are the product of all the literals in that particular system. So here two variables are there, two literals are there, x dash and y, and here is a question or expression f equal to x dash y. So that is the product of literals. Product of literals are indicated by the minterms. Minterms comes under the SOP, that is sum of products. So these are the steps you have to identify from the given expression. You should identify is it minterms or max term, that is SOP or POS. If it is in minterm means we have to take the complement, the value of, if the variable having the value 0 means we have to take the complement. Or in the expression x dash means, you can easily identify x dash means that is a complement of the given variable, so the value of x dash is equal to 0, like that also. So if it is max term means then variable with a value 1, then take its complement. So here we have we know x dash y, that is a minterm, so it is comes under the SOP. So first of all we can draw the K-map. So how many variables are here? Only two variables x and y, so we can draw a two variable K-map. So here you just drawing two variable K-map means how many cells will be there? 4 cells or 4 squares will be there. 2 power 2, 2 square equal to 4, so we can get 4 cells, is it? Yeah, here we have drawn. So this is the two variable K-map. Next, name that variable values. X here is the x value, and this one is the y. And number system, you know the values, x having two values 0 and 1, and y is also having two values 0 and 1. So how to name this one? Yeah, we know this is a minterm, is it? This is minterm. So minterm means 0 means what we have to write. If a value having 0 means what is a variable name? Variable, how we will write x dash, is it? We have to take the complement. 0 means x dash. 1 means we don't want to take any risk. We have to write the same variable x. And here also y is 0. 0 means what we have to write? Y dash. And 1 means we have to write it as y. Okay. Then we can write that subscripts. You know that 0, 0 means 0. In the right side we are writing 0, 1. Next one 2. And last one is 3. You have to write in the corner, rightmost corner, okay, bottom side you have to write. Then next, what is the next question? This is the two variable K-map, and we have drawn and we have written the complement and uncomplemented values also. Next, in the given question x dash y, so we have to map x dash y. So which one is x dash? This row is x dash, so y, this is x dash and this is y. So where it is fitting, this is x dash y, and this x dash y, what we have to do? X dash y is the minterm, so we have to just remember this point. If it is SOP or minterm, the map is filled by placing ones in the squares whose minterms led to a one output. That means the corresponding minterm, x dash y is the corresponding minterm given in the question. So in this minterm we have to fill the value 1. So here we are just doing, okay, we have to fill the values 1. Okay, understood? So once more, first of all you have to just wait, x, this is y, 0, 1, 0, 1. This is minterm, that's why this is x dash, 0 is indicating as x dash, or x complement, y is indicating as x. 1 is indicating as x. Here 0 is indicating as y dash, 1 is indicating as y. Next we can write the subscripts 0, 1, 2, 3. Is it? Yes. The next one we have to write it as the corresponding minterm. The given minterm is x dash y, this point. So in this cell, we have to write the value. Which value we need to write? We have to write the value 1. Here you should write 1 because the map is filled by placing 1s in the square. As for that, which is the or whose minterm, we need to write it as 1. Okay. You don't want to draw like this, you just fill the values. Okay. How to do like this? You can just fill the value. Corresponding value x dash y is the corresponding cell x dash y, we are filling or we are placing the values 1. Remaining all other cells, no other minterms are there in this expression, so remaining all we can fill with zeros. So this is known as mapping the values in K-map. How to map the values in K-map, or how the mapping. By this is the process. One more example we can do. In the second example, x, y dash z. So 3 variables are there, we know. So 3 variables means we have to draw 3 variable K-map, isn't it? So 3 variable K-map. Just drawing 3 variable K-map. One is in the horizontal or vertical, another 4 is in the horizontal, that you know, like the same. Here we are drawing. Next one, here x, 2 variables y and z. So x only 1 variable, so only one value 0, 1. Here we have to write 2 variables, so 0, 0. You know the order how to write 0, 1. The next one is 1, 1. Last one is 1, 0. And this x, y dash z. So this is the minterm, is it? It is minterm because these are the product of the literals. X into y dash z. So this is the product of literals. Product of literals means that is minterm. If it is minterm means 0 should be negated. So we are writing x, 0 value means we have to take the complement. So x dash, here x. And here what is the value? 2 are complements, is it? So y dash and z dash. Second one, y dash, z. Third one, y, z, both are and complement. Then y, z dash. This is the way we are writing the literals, is it? So next here we just write the subscript 0. Yellow is not visible, so just I am writing as black. 0, 1, next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here we can map the value x this row, and y dash z, that is this column, is it? So y dash z means this one and x is this column. So here we are just filling or placing the values 1. So this is x, y dash z. This column is y dash z and this row is x. So where it is meeting that point, or that is the minterm, we have to fill the values 1. Remaining all you can fill it as zeros. So 0, 0. Remaining all you have to fill it as 0. That is also compulsory, you have to do it. Remaining all. Only one minterm is there, that is the 1. So I hope everyone understood how to map the values in K-map. Only 2 examples we have discussed here. Next, some more examples we will do in the next class, next video class. Okay. Thank you for watching.